Hello, Namaskar students. Today I will start the first chapter, that is formula in Excel 2013. So here in this chapter you will learn about cell and range reference, using formulas, error results, AutoSum feature and functions library. These topics are used in MS Excel. So let me start with MS Excel first. Start all programs, Microsoft Office 2013, then you will find Excel 2013. Again I am repeating the steps how to open MS Excel. Click on Start, all programs, Microsoft Office 2013 and Excel 2013. You can run Excel by run command also. For that you have to press Window plus R. That Window plus R key is available on your keyboard. Window key you will find next to Control key on both sides, left and right sides of keyboard. So if you want to open from there, then just press Window plus R, then type here Excel. So that will open MS Excel. Now when you open MS Excel is a spreadsheet based software. Now spreadsheet means what? Spreadsheet means it is combination of rows and column. That is called spreadsheet. Rows are the horizontal entity of your worksheet. That is called rows. And the vertical entity of your workbook, it is called columns. Now see how we can write particular cell address. So here you will find A1. It is selected over here, that in this box is known as name box. So whatever cell you are selecting, that name is coming there. You just observe that I am changing the cell address. Now I move to I8. So that is available here. So it represents the cell address. It is called cell address with your particular cell name and its location. So wherever you are moving through Excel, it will be available there. So that is called a cell. So as the first topic, it is cell and range references. So cell means what? A single rectangular box of your Excel worksheet, it is known as cell. In other words, you can say like that, a cell is intersection of row as column. That is also known as cell. So intersection of row and column. So let me restart the Excel. Now again, cell range. Cell range generally used for identifying more than one cell or more than two cells. That is represents cell range like this. So here the range is there. It is also available when you are selecting that particular. Click and drag your mouse. When you click and press the left click, you will see that range address 13R into 7C. So this is called one cell range. It is starting from B12 as 13. So this is called a cell range. So here you have to identify the cell and range references. So how you will write this cell and range reference? Cell, if you are using formula, then this cell and range references are useful. So let me start with first cell. How to write cell in formula? Suppose I have such data in my Excel sheet. I am writing quantity here, then rate and amount. So suppose I want to calculate the bill amount. This you learn in class 6, how to generate the series. Quantity I am entering here as per my choice. Any number of quantity I am entering. And then rate. Rate also like that. I am doing entry of rate. Now I am going to calculate this one in this cell. Now amount, how we will find the amount? You will find the amount by computing quantity into rate. So simply equal to is required for calculating any cells into this, into you can use from keyboard star and then this one. So you will get the result, and then you can drag as you learn in class 6 like this. Now when you complete this work, you may find that whenever you are selecting the cell, the formula bar is displaying something B2 into C2. So this B2 is one cell and C2 is one cell. So this is called a cell reference. When we are taking B2 or C2, that is called cell reference. So here in Excel you can use it whenever you want to perform such calculations or you want to use formulas. So now when you are going to use range, then range is coming in this way. Suppose I want to make a total of this amount, total bill amount I want to calculate. So equal to then sum. Sum require the range. When you are going to select a range, just you have to choose the first cell and then drag up to the last cell. So here it is one cell range. You can find that D2 colon D11. So it is written in this manner, D2 colon D11. That is called a cell range. So here you will get the total of above rows. Okay. So this way you can use cell and cell references. Now basically Excel provides three kinds of cell references. Three kinds of cell references. What happens whenever you are using formula, such types you want to calculate, like here we have done all the cell references. At once only I wrote the formula and then I have just dragged and copied the formula. So when we are copying the formula, you may see that the cell address of particular values are changing. See, in first when I calculated 10 into 8, 80. So here it is using B2 into C2. When I move to next cell, the cell reference gets changed. So this is happening with every cell. So you are looking at that every cell is changed. But sometimes you don't want to change the value of particular cell and you want to calculate with that only. So that time you may have to use different cell reference. So there are three types of cell references in Excel. First is known as absolute cell referencing. Second is relative cell referencing. And third one is mixed cell referencing. So these three types of cell references you can use. To use such type of references, you have to write $sign before the value. Suppose I want to give discount. Here I want to use discount, and discount should be given at fixed percentage of any item. So discount will be 10%. So I am going to use that discount 10% only. So 10 I am writing here. 10%. Basically 10% we will write in this cell right now. Now 10% we can calculate like this. D3 into, for percentage we are using this cell, divided by 100. So that will be the 10%. So it is 10% will be 8. But when I drag this formula, everywhere it won't count the 10%. See, everywhere the value is changed, means it is not counting 10% of the amount. So how you can perform this? So you can perform this by using absolute referencing. Okay. So absolute referencing, how you can write absolute referencing. You can write absolute referencing while writing dollar sign. Dollar sign is used to access absolute referencing in cell. So let me try here. Just press F2 to edit your formula. Then dollar sign before E and dollar sign before 2. So that remain fixed. So means in which case we are using absolute referencing when you want to use the fixed value for the calculation. See, now you will see that every cell is calculating the 10%. So how I have done, once again I am repeating. Here you can see D3 that is used as it is only. Absolute reference I have copied from there, and here I am using this one, absolute referencing. So whenever you want to use the fixed value in calculation, you can use absolute cell referencing. Now next thing, relative cell referencing. It is already we have used here only. By default Excel is doing this only, relative referencing. If we enter that dollar sign or not, it doesn't matter, but by default it is relative only, because it is copying the relative values wherever you are moving. So by default it is relative. The by default referencing is known as relative referencing. Now here, no need to write dollar sign, or if you want to write dollar sign, then dollar sign may be used before the column name only at one place. So it doesn't affect it wherever you are copying the formula. And mixed referencing means using of absolute and relative referencing together in cell. It is called mixed cell referencing. So mostly these two referencing methods are used for calculating the data, absolute and relative. Mixed referencing we can use rarely wherever it is required. So these are the topics of that cell referencing. Now let me take one example of absolute cell referencing. If here both values you want to fix, then you can use dollar sign at both. This is perfect example of absolute referencing only. If here you are writing like this is called mixed referencing, and this is called example of relative referencing. So whenever you want to copy the relative cells value, you can use relative referencing. When you want to use the fixed value, you can use absolute referencing. Okay. So these are the topics. Now the next topic is using formula. Using formula, first we will see some basic formulas of Excel. Okay, so some basic formula you can find in formulas tab. Simply you can go to formula tab. All the categories are mentioned over here. Out of them, for class 7th, some mathematical formula we are going to use and some text formulas. So let me start with mathematical formulas. So here first formula is sum. So let me prepare data, roll number, name. Here I am representing marks of 3 subjects. Now roll number, just I am entering for 5 students. Name Anil, Amit, Disha, Gaurav and Shailesh. Marks I am entering out of 100 randomly. Same for maths also, computer also. Now let me use a formula for addition. So to make addition, sum formula is used here, total sum, SUM. So how you can write the formula? Starting with equal to sign, SUM, then select the range. Here range is C2 to E2, close your bracket, enter. Okay. Similarly, drag these values for all, or simply do Ctrl C or Ctrl V for copy paste. So just I am dragging up to the last cell. So here you can see the C2 and E2 cell is coming, C3 E3, C4 E4 in this cell C5 to E5 and C6 to E6. So the formula is sum. How to write the formula? First equal to sum, then bracket, then drag your value. So that is the first formula, how to compute sum. Now next formula, after sum you can display the values in round. Round means some values you have entered in numeric form with decimal points, like this 95, 95.87, like this. Now you want to display the result in a specific value with the decimal places. See here you can see somewhere decimal places are coming 2 digits, somewhere decimal places are not coming, somewhere it's coming only 1 digit. So if you want to fix the digit, then another formula you may use, that is round. So equal to round, then select your cell. When you select the round, the syntax is coming here. It requires number and number digits. So first number means the number which you want to display, that you have to select. So I am using this number right now. And number digits, how many digits you want to display in this cell. So here I want 2 digits after decimal place. So I am writing 2, then bracket over. Now what generally round is doing? Round is generally rounding up the value which is available in your cell to nearest integer. Suppose if your value is 7, then it may be converted by 8. Next cell. Suppose here the value is coming like this, 758. So 8 is coming into 5 to 9. So that value will be changed here. It is coming 76 in the round form. Okay. So similarly, if the value is not in the list of 5 to 8, but it is 0 to 4, then the value remains same. It is not rounding up. So here I am writing simply 89 and 4. 894 value I have used. So simply the output is 89 only. In round also you can see 2 digits I want to use. So 2 digits. And 74.5, 65.5. So here round F2, then this one. Okay, till it's not showing the decimal places. So if you want to see the decimal places, here options are given: increase decimal, decrease decimal. So here also you can write like this: increase decimal, or click, then you can see the value. Okay, so 232.00. So everywhere it is there. If I am changing the value for decimal places 1, then it will display like this. See, first converts into 80, next value 90, after then 229. See, here the value is 228.95. So 9 is coming under 5 to 9, that's why it is 229. Then 233.90, 232. So this formula you can use for rounding up the values if it is required. After that, next formula is power. Somewhere you want to calculate the power of particular number. Suppose power 5 and 2. I want to use power of this. So power formula is there. write power, then first number, comma, raised by power. Which power you want to see? So here 5 power 2, that is 25. If power is changed here, 3 value will be changed, 4, then it will calculate accordingly. Okay, so power formula you can do for searching the powers. Similarly, after power you can use square root. So square root, if you want to see the square root of this value, type SQRT bracket, then number. So it is square root of 625. 25 is square root of 625. So this way you can use the formula. So these are such formulas in math category you can use daily. For multiplication also you can use product formula. Suppose you want to calculate these two value in multiplication, then this comma number 2, whatever numbers are there you can write in product formula. So these are some basic formulas used for calculating simple things. Okay, so these formulas you can write and simply you can generate your list. Save your file when you done and save in your folder wherever you are saving. Here I am saving in new folder, basic formulas. Okay, so thank you for watching this video and just implement it in your calculation part. Okay, thank you very much.